Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to join the Patreon, you can join at www.patreon.com/ but I'm not a trader. If you want to get my indicators, all the strategies that I share with like the team, and just access to other people in the chat that are extremely good traders, right? Somebody requested AMD for some quick TA. This is just the previous strategy that I have, right? Where actually target was 214 after breaking this level here, right? So your entry would have been 209, exit 214, right? Which you actually ended up pushing all the way towards 224, which is that mid channel right there, right? So let's get rid of this. Channels are working perfectly fine. Let's do this chat here. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. As of right now, I am bearish because he did close that bear trigger on the daily, right? Generally what happens, last time you actually close the bear trigger, right? And you can immediately recover it. So I'm trying to see recently where it's actually been accurate, and it seems like it's been pretty weak every single time. So again, we're using relative strength, right? So here it worked, but that was way back. That was way back then, and I'm not really looking for way back then, right? Yeah, so there's no reason for me to think that this would actually be a push down on AMD. Again, we do have, what is it called? QQQ closing that 2 week, which is extremely bearish, but the trigger on the daily has been extremely weak, right? Considering what's happened with AMD. So, I would not be surprised to see a complete push from right here, right? Let me see, how's the 4 hour been? 4 hours been perfect. 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 Yeah, there's no reason for me to think that the 4 hour is not going to be perfect. So as of right now, I don't have any kind of price forecast for the way down on AMD, but because the 4 hour has been ridiculously see, entry was right there at 163.80, entry was right here at 170, entry was right here at 167, right? Entry was right here at 171. So the 4 hour has been ridiculously accurate, right? Even if I go a little bit further back, even right here, right? Entry was here at 149 all the way, and then this ran all the way up to 184, right? So I don't need to prove to you guys how well my indicators work. You guys can see it right there, right? With like the last 5 runs that I just had, right? Perfect entry, perfect entries. So again, you can only get this from, these are custom built, right? You can only get this from the Patreon. But as of right now, I would not say short this because me personally, right? I wouldn't short this. I would wait for a 4 hour trigger to bounce off some kind of channel, and then you push up, back maybe like a channel or two, because that seems like what it does, right? You hit channel, then you bounce up, you go up 2 channels, right? Yeah, that's usually the case. You go up 2 channels on every bounce. 1, 2. Bounce up 1 channel. Yeah, I'd wait. Personally, what I'm probably gonna do is, obviously you need to have access to these indicators, but I think as of right now, you could see 2 things, right? Generally, what happens is you drop 2 channels on AMD. So this is a scenario that I think is gonna play out right here, right? So depending on the strength of this drop here, right? That's a ridiculous wick on AMD, right? And everything is, for the most part, on QQQ is pretty bearish going into this week, right? For like the next 2-3 months, right? That's what I said about the sell-off. So I do think that as of right now, you could keep dropping on AMD to 197, or you could bounce from here and go back up to 218. It all really depends on this 4 hour trigger, right? Once you get a red dot here, I take the long, right? If the red dot comes and we keep dropping down to 196 and you get the red dot here, I'll take the long, because more than likely you're headed back to at least 209, and then you can still push back up to 221, right? That's what I'm thinking right now. So for right now, I would definitely say, I would personally not long yet, right? Because I'm waiting for that trigger. But anybody that does not have access, I'd strongly suggest that you start build here's the channels, right? Build these channels on wherever you're on TradingView, right? You already have the access to that. I just showed it to you. So you either taking this long, right? with maybe some stops at 204, or you're waiting for this to hit this trend down here at like 197, and then you take longs to the upside. That's without my indicators, that's the best recommendation I can give. Obviously, do whatever you want, it's your own money, but that's basically what I think is going to happen. You either bounce super hard because on pre-market you close this 4-hour bull trigger, right? Or you're going to continue dropping to 187 and then push maybe back to like 209. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.